Hey guys, how you doing? Ray here again. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, it's Nitro Kyosho. This is just going to be a quick video, guys. This is another little upgrade I had to do to the Goblin. You guys probably are having the same problems if I did, so you're probably going to want to do this fix. Recently, I had both of these go bad on me from a little bit of a hard landing. Wasn't a crash. Wasn't an auto rotation, just came down a little bit hard. And both of these chipped off, the sacrificial landing struts, which in my opinion they better do something about if they make some new models, because these things are garbage. If you drop this thing from a foot off the ground, these things will break, guys. There's no reason for this. A line makes big, beefy, tough skids into carbon fiber and going into aluminum. This was just a cheap garbage design that they came up with, okay? And hopefully they'll improve on it on the next model. And let me show you what I did. Problem I had was they give a good cap screws on all the helicopter except for the skids going into these struts. And the problem is they give these little garbage screws, okay, self-tapping screws with this little head. And the problem is, guys, that you're going to run into too, is you'll get this screw about halfway in, and it's so tight because these weren't drilled out properly from the factory that it'll get halfway in and the head will strip. I had this happen on another set I bought from Sab. Okay, a whole pile, about 8 of them I went through. So finally I wised up, and I got a couple of drills. Take yourself a pair of dial calipers, measure the screw, and take a drill a little undersized of the size of the screw, maybe 20 thousandths undersized, and open these holes up, guys, with a hand drill. If you don't, you're going to have the same issues. But what I did was even better. These screws are absolute garbage. I wouldn't put these on a Matchbox car, okay? They ought to be ashamed of themselves for giving these even in the kit. What I did, those screws are M3 by 5 times 10 millimeters. Went to Home Depot. Okay, got a set of black. You can get 4 of these. They come 3 in a pack for 45 cents, guys. These are good hard screws, and they've got a big cap head on them, like they should have, opposed to this. Okay, it's nice and deep. They work beautiful, and for $1 you can get a much better screw. I'm going to take this camera off the pod and I'll show you. Try not to shake. I'll show you the side angle if we can see it there. Okay. Now the other nice thing is these screws are very deep, these sockets. They're not going to strip. But if they ever did strip, the nice thing is they stick out now a little bit. So you can grab that with a vice grip, or you could just drill them out. Okay, but if you notice, the other screws are all the same as these that came on it. They're all deep Allen cap screws. And you'll find them all over the helicopter. Let me move this pod out of the way, guys. You'll find them back here, find them here. They're everywhere, okay? Everywhere except on those skids. Why they put those garbage screws, I don't know. Okay? Because all the other ones are pretty decent from what I can tell so far. So you can get these at Home Depot. You get 3 in a pack, 45 cents. So for, what, $1, you can get a better screw. And there they are, the comparison. They are the same size. They're a little thicker, but when you drill it out, they'll work just fine. And they look like the screws that should be there. I mean, do those look odd to you guys? No? I mean, look at these. The button, cap, Allen, and now those. They look like those were the ones that were meant to be there from the start, but why they didn't, I don't know. I know we got to give these companies, guys, a break because they're new companies and they're not established companies like Align, and they're figuring it out as they go too. But if you guys at Sab are listening, this is definitely something. Get rid of this design, okay? This sacrificial strut. I know the whole idea is decent and all. Definitely, I would leave it alone on the boom. But on these, this thing, you drop it off the ground a foot and they will just break. If you just drop it on, if I pick it up on this table and drop it a foot, they'll snap. They're very weak. Now the problem is, companies have come out like Lennox with the aluminum ones. Well, that's about the next stupidest thing you could do, because guess what happens if you put aluminum into plastic and then it has a hard landing? The other part of the plastic, which is your underneath frame here, is going to break. Now you got to buy a $25, $30 piece of plastic frame, which has got your servo and everything in there, so it's a big pain to unplug all the wires and change everything out. So I'm sticking with these plastic ones, as garbage and as bad as they are. I'm going to stick with these. I'm not going to do the aluminum because the aluminum are just going to break the underneath of the frame and cause you more headaches. But I don't know why they did this. It doesn't make any sense to me. Align skids, they go into aluminum plates into carbon fiber. And they're 1,000 times better of a setup than this. So definitely, Sab, this is something you better improve on the next model, or you're going to be losing some business. You know, you definitely got to do something with that skid design because it's not good. Anyways, Home Depot, guys, you can get these screws 45 cents, like I said, for a pack of 3. Get them, get yourself a hand drill, and get rid of those screws that are in there because they're garbage and they're either already stripped on you or they're going to strip. And if you can't get them out, if they're stripped, guys, just take an oversized drill into the button head. I had to do that on 2 of them. These screws are garbage. They just fall apart when a drill hits them. So that's what I did. Anyways, guys, that's my tip for this helicopter, and thanks for watching.